Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful rainy Sunday morning, the type of morning that makes people like me want to get into the workshop and start a new project. So I've been wanting to make an area light for camping, something similar to what you see in the pic. I have a few things on hand, so let's get straight into the build. Let's talk about what I'm going to be using for the build. First of all, this is 10 watt LED floodlight. It's a better quality one, not a China Mall special. Everything is manufactured in China, but yeah, so you get the picture. I've gone ahead and I've put a cord and a switch onto it there. So there you can see that. Then I've got this multi-purpose stand, which I've had. It's a China Plaza special. It's nothing fancy, but I think you can hook on a camera or a light or anything like that. So the light's going to attach onto that. Then I have this amber colored plexiglass. It's a yellowy amber colored type of thing. And apparently if you use an amber colored or yellowy light outdoors, it attracts less insects. So I'm going to use that as a filter. Then there is this nut that I have, and I will tell you a little bit about it now. Okay, so let's talk about this nut and the reason for it. My plan is to fix the LED light onto that. That's part of the video stand that you can see there, right? That's a part where your light or your camera screws into it. The problem with this is that the angle or the pitch of the thread is slightly different to a normal M8 nut. So a normal M8 nut does not fit onto that. And I was racking my brain as to what am I going to do. I was actually going to turn out another piece like this because I didn't want to destroy this, just in case I needed to use the light for a camera or whatever reason in the future. And then it came to me that I bought a whole lot of GoPro accessories, an entire box full. So I just popped one of those out and it fits straight onto this. So that solved that problem. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the plexiglass into smaller pieces to fit over that. So I have two options. I can stick it on, or I might just come up with something where I can sort of slide it in there. So if I wanted to remove it and use that as a white light, I could. So let's just see. There you can see I've hooked the light onto the stand, but it gives me another problem that I can't bend this further than that, so I can't angle it downwards. It sits at a 90-degree or straight, facing straight forward, and I want it to be able to tilt downward like that. So I'm going to have to make some plan with the bracket or the light just so that I can tilt it forward. What I'm doing to solve that tilting problem is that I've pulled off the bracket, I've straightened it out, and then I'm just going to bend it a little wider so that it sits slightly wider than the light itself, and that will take care of that problem. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it and bend it and put it on, and then come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've gone ahead and bent that bracket. I haven't bored you with the details of how I've been bending it, but you can see where I've marked. And then I was left with quite a big gap here. So there's a gap between the light and the bracket. So I just put a 8mm nut in there, and it works perfect. So I can tilt it to whatever angle I want. So what I'm not happy with is I've just put a screw in there temporarily. Now, when I'm in camp, I don't want to have to hassle with a screwdriver and all of that. So I'm going to come up with some plan there, maybe get some type of a wing nut. I'll glue a piece of threaded bar in there, and then with Loctite, and then just use a wing nut on the outside of it. but for purposes of the video, that works fine. As you can see, tilts perfectly. So the next part of it is to put the color filter on it, just so that I can get the amber light. I have two options there. One is that I could just use a bit of PVC glue and stick it onto the light, but I might want to actually use white light at some stage. So I could use these pieces of Velcro. So I could just Velcro the color filter around. I'm going to try that out. Let's see how it works. If it doesn't look good, then I'll just glue the light onto it. The Velcro option proved to be too fiddly, so I just went ahead and used a bit of PVC weld and glued it on. So I'm waiting for that to dry, but it works quite fine. So you can see it tilting. I can swing it around, and then obviously with the stand I can adjust it. So I'm going to switch it on and let's see what it looks like. So there we go. I have it done. You can see the amber light that it's producing. Looks pretty good. Lights up a pretty decent area. So I'm happy with that, because in camp we don't want to light up the entire surrounds, just a small area around camp. And you can see I'm getting some decent height out of it. So I'm pretty pleased at how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and call that a good build. I'm pretty happy with it. A nice quick build and a nice quick video for you to watch. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you already have. Hit the like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notified of all of my new videos. Please do hit the like. Gets my videos out there and it helps grow my channel. And subscribe and share it with everybody you know. So thank you. Until the next video. I'm out.